All right, so I have my full video that we've been watching and learning about how to move things forward. And just to make it a little bit easier, because this is our last week officially on this, is I wanted to go over the basic steps and just a quick way so you have a cheat video, I guess you could say. You don't have to go through the big long one. All right, so last week, what we came up to is we designed one room and we added lots of different PNGs in it and we added in our avatar from Quaver Street. So what we're going to do now for this part, and if you haven't done so already, you want to make sure you delete any of your other slides. How you do that is you click on it so you see how there's this orange, so it tells you what you're on. Like for example, if I accidentally have this one, I have the orange around number 1, but I need to get rid of number 2. So on here, I'm going to hit select it like I have, and then I'm going to touch my backspace key on my keyboard, and it will disappear. The next thing, so now that this is highlighted in orange, what you're going to do is go up here where it says slide, and you're going to duplicate it. You want to do this so you have 6 of them. If you want a longer animation, then you can do more. You could also work in baby steps. So what I mean by this is all these different slides that are on your left-hand side is going to make up one giant flip book. And what I mean is you start with number 1, where you click on it, see how it's orange, it's highlighted this way, and you have arrow keys on your keyboard. You push the down arrow and it moves to slide number 2. You want to go back up, you push to slide number 1. So on here, on slide number 1, I have my character setting the scene. She is pushing her pumpkin. I'm teaching the Yayoi Kusama pumpkins in the Infinity Dots lesson, some of the other grade levels. So for my second slide, I want to have my character getting it really close to the edge. So here, it's all the way over here, and I might start to angle it like this. So now if I go to number 1 and I do my down arrow, you can see that my character has moved. I came across a problem. Should the picture frame hit my character in the head? No. So I'm going to move this backwards until it goes to where I want it to go. So order and send it to backwards. So I might just make my character and everything here and bring this order to the front. Fantastic. So now my character is in the front. Now I'm going to go back up to slide, duplicate. I copied it again. This time I want to have my pumpkin moving, and my pumpkin is sliding over like this, and it's getting ready to fall. So I'm going to move my character and that over, and it's starting to tip. My feet are coming off the floor. Slide, duplicate. Now what I'm going to do is have my poor little pumpkin fall down. Here I used a Bitmoji that was pushing a snowball. So now I need to get rid of that. And I might have my poor characters like, oh no, I'm going to fall too, which I just disappeared my character. But maybe, so it's just a lot of finessing, right? Meaning you go through it slowly. Nothing's ever super quick. I might have my character going like this and almost falling off like that. Maybe that helps. So now I've got, let's go through this. I only have 4. Slide number 1, down arrow, 2, 3, 4. Pumpkin fell. Now on this next one, slide, duplicate. I'm going to add in a paint splash. So I'm going to search the web. I'm going to add in a black paint splash with that transparent background because it's a PNG, right? So here, what's a big paint splash? Maybe we'll add in this one. Let's see if it works. Yay! So black paint is splashing everywhere, right? Because I had that black paint on the ground. It just went kaboom. So I'm like, oh no. Now I'm going to go to slide, duplicate this slide. And I'm going to remove my character and add in a different character. Maybe I'm going to have my person being sad, right? So my character is sad, and it's hard to find a character. Let me find one. Here, I added in my character. I have a sad character, and now I want to add in just one more thing. So I'm going to add in, and I'm going to duplicate my slide. And what I'm going to do is add in the artist Yayoi Kusama, and I'm going to have her fix the pumpkin for me. Here I've added in Yayoi Kusama. She's got her black paint. My pumpkin is nice and clean, and she's going to show me how to fix it just like hers. So I'm going to go up, slide, duplicate, slide. I have a duplicate of it, and now I'm going to make the changes right here. So I'm going to add dots onto my pumpkin. What's really fun about this is you could easily, if you wanted to make it even go slower, is you could scribble. You could choose to scribble, and you can, making sure that I have the right color, I believe I do. With your scribble selected, you'll be able to draw on here. So I'm going to make black, because that's how she has it. Or I can go in and add my shapes and just do these different little black circles and fill them in with black. And I can copy and paste it and put them all over my pumpkin. So now I can make my own version of this. To make it look like I'm doing it myself, I can always go and slide, duplicate it, and this time I'm going to add more polka dots to it. So here I'm adding more. And you could do this as many or as few times as you would like. Depends on how long you want your animation to go and tell a story. So let me finish this up for our tutorial purposes. All right, so in order to see and preview your animation, what I recommend is going back up to the top and using your down arrow and going all the way through so you can see it as it comes along together. So I had 10. Once you've gotten to this part, there's a couple ways you could always add in animation so it moves automatically for you, or I've seen some friends go to present mode like this, and then you can press play, which I don't think it's going to allow me on this feature here. So it's going to, what it does with this one when you press play this way is it makes a very slow animating of it all together. So it's very slow movie. What I want us to do is we all downloaded this add-on. So what we had done is we had gone to our add-on. And if you hadn't done so, we went to Get Add-ons. And we typed in Creator Studio. Once you clicked on that, you had to open this image up. And then right here, it would say to click Install. After you installed it, it will prompt you to select your email address, which you'll click. And then it prompts you to say allow, because it wants to have access to your Google Slides, obviously. Then it will eventually pop up and go, it's installed. So now you close out of it, which is the X, come back to your animation slide that you have, and now you're going to notice these are the add-ons that I have added. So here is Creator Studio. You can either click open or create a GIF. Once you click on that, it does take a moment, and it will show here. On the side here, we're talking about pixels. And pixels are these tiny little dots of color. When you have a really large, say a TV, and you want to watch a big show or a game on it, you're looking for something that has high pixels because you want to have many of them so the picture looks clear and crisp. Otherwise, it's going to look fuzzy. If you take a really small picture on your phone and then you try to print it out rather large, you're going to end up with a fuzzy, stretched out image. So pixels are important. For ours, so it doesn't look fuzzy, you want to type in the number 1600. Now the interval in seconds means how much time you want to have in between each of your slides. Well, we want it to move quickly. So we're going to put 0.5. So, or dot 5, period 5, however you have learned it, but half. We want it to switch within 30 seconds, so half, okay? After that, it has animated GIF selected. You want to click on Go. This is a free app, so you don't need to do the upgrade. This does take a while because it's compiling all of these high resolution images that you have. So that's why your rooms look very realistic, and it's going to make it into a short GIF. Once it's finished, it's going to say render completed. And on your Chromebooks, you can click on the down arrow here, which is download to your computer. Once you click on it, it's going to show up on the side right here for you. For me, I'm going to click on the view because on my MacBook, that's the only way it opens for me. Here is my GIF, which is me being sad as it falls on the black paint, right? All right, and it will repeat itself over and over and over again. So here I'm downloading mine for myself, but yours will download for yourself as well. Another thing that I can suggest if you would like, as I come back to my pumpkin, is up at the top where you have your Google account. I created an animation for myself for my name, but if you wanted to make your GIF as your picture, you would just click on that camera and you can literally drag. So what's nice is you can take your image and you can drag it up and it will fit right there for you. And your image will now become your GIF. I hope this helps, and I can't wait to see what you all are creating. If you finish early and feel like making another one, you just go to File, and you can go to New and New Presentation, and it will create a new one for you. And you can start from scratch.